What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and today I'm back to talk about Warhammer 40K. More specifically, today I'm talking about some pretty crazy news that has been flooding my timeline for about the last 2 hours. So basically, we had confirmation from various sources online that apparently Amazon is trying to get the rights for a Warhammer 40K project. Now, project could mean a variety of things. It could be a mini-series, it could be an animated series, it could be a live-action series, it could be a movie. As of right now, we have no idea what it could be. However, years ago, I believe it was even before COVID, we had stories and articles concerning an Eisenhorn series that we thought was going to come to Warhammer Plus. Maybe it was going to come to Amazon, but we just never heard anything about it, so maybe this is what they're talking about. But your guess is as good as mine. However, there's more tied to that fact, and that is that the people behind this Warhammer 40K project are also attempting to have none other than Henry Cavill star in it. For the longest time, we've known that Cavill is a huge 40K nerd. He likes all things fantasy, as we've seen him portray Geralt in The Witcher, and of course, Superman in the DCEU. Unfortunately, he has since been going through some pretty hard times, because back in October, I believe, Warner Studios said that yes, he was coming back to reprise his role as Superman, but then when James Gunn took over as president of DCEU and all that stuff, he said that unfortunately his vision for Superman in this new universe is gonna revolve around a younger Superman who is just barely becoming Superman and is still a reporter for the Daily Planet. So, since Superman is younger, he will not be played by Cavill, as he's just too old to fit that role. That sucks, because rumors has also said that he left the role of Geralt to focus on becoming Superman, as well as also leaving that position because of the writers. They weren't staying true to the Witcher series, so he stepped down from being Geralt to be Superman, and now he's being replaced in that as well. Pretty interesting that all this news that has been surrounding him lately, he now has another piece of news that is also saying, well, he's not getting these roles, so maybe he's getting this role. So take this with a grain of salt. Again, I don't know how accurate these, 'cause this is all on Twitter, so these sources that are saying, oh, the source is a Hollywood reporter, the source is the insider, the source is this, the source is that. So who knows what exactly is going on here, but if we do get anything like this is going to be pretty crazy. For one, it's Amazon, and I don't know about you guys, but Amazon has had some pretty awesome shows such as The Boys, Invincible, but we've also had some very controversial takes with the new Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, which I thought was pretty good. But apparently a lot of you guys did not like it at all. So with Amazon being the ones to be producing and creating this 40K project, it could be really good, could be really bad. The thing about this that could be really good is that it's Amazon. They got money, so they could throw a bunch of special effects and CGI and actual practical effects to making whatever 40K project they're doing to look pretty awesome. We've seen what fan animators have done before. We've seen some good shows such as Astartes, and we've seen some pretty bad stuff such as certain Hammer and Bolter episodes on the Warhammer Plus stuff. So that's kind of a good, I wouldn't even say good, that's what we've had in the past. But moving forward, having this big time studio try and take an amazing IP and make it into something more widespread, more known, we're going to have an influx of a bunch of new people getting into the hobby. We've been seeing that more and more lately. with GW branching out and doing more novels. They're becoming more kid-friendly with the Warhammer Adventure books. They're also working alongside more creators on YouTube, Twitch, etc. to bring more exposure to 40K. And recently, we've had Darktide become pretty popular with video games, so again, that brings in more people to the genre, as well as novels and actual tabletop. So with all this being said, a Warhammer series, a Warhammer movie, will definitely bring in people to this awesome IP, and with more people coming into it, that's going to bring more revenue, and all in all, that's just going to make Warhammer explode. And I've talked about this before in the past, but apparently a lot of you guys like that, but at the same time you don't, because you don't want the IP, the genre that you guys like, to get diluted with other themes and other type of genres that don't fit with 40K. The thing with 40K is that it's so expansive, almost anything fits with it. You want dark fantasy, it'll work. You want grim dark horror, that works perfectly. So we'll just have to wait and see what exactly comes out of this. Are we going to see Space Marines right away? Is it going to be a series on Astra Militarum and we're going to get the human perspective of things? Because when you read a lot of the novels, they're in the perspective of humanity. And you really do get to see Space Marines as like demigods. Whereas if you're looking at the perspective of a Space Marine, you're looking at a demigod's point of view. So a demigod taking on another demigod, as awesome as that would be, won't be as much of a spectacle as seeing guardsmen take on, Tyranids losing the fight and they get saved by these angels of death. Also, we get to see and explore a lot more facets of 40K if we have an Eisenhorn type movie, because then we have like the Inquisition being involved. They can explore a bunch of whole different worlds, go into Chaos, go into Xenos. Like the amount of possibilities here are endless. And if you guys want to see what a good 40K movie could be, we have a lot of films to kind of draw from, such as Judge Dredd. Those are essentially Adeptus Arbitus, the police force of 40K. We've got Starship Troopers, Astra Militarum against the Tyranids. We've got Dune, which 40K pretty much got a heavy inspiration from. And if you want something that's very grimdark and horror-esque, we have none other than Event Horizon to draw from. So there are tons of pieces of media, film, that we can see, gain inspiration from, and then kind of pick apart to see what exactly works best in this scenario. So if the rumors are true, that's pretty awesome, that Cavill can become Eisenhorn or any other big name in 40K. I don't see him becoming the Emperor. I don't even see us talking or seeing the Emperor in the first iteration of a 40K series or movie. But like I said, it could be anything. It could be great, it could be bad, but we'll just have to wait and see. So let me know your thoughts down below. Are you excited? Are you aware of this news? And let me know what you guys think. And as always, stay subscribed for more things 40K. Stay subscribed because we got a ton more awesome 40K videos coming your way. And can't wait to read about the comments. And I'll meet you down there. So as always, it's the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Peace.